Greetings, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel, Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo, and I'm very thankful and very grateful to have you here as a part of this wonderful, beautiful angel family. Okay, so I'm about to begin the message. As always, the card decks that I do use are listed in the description box below. So let us begin this angel message. So right away, I had this card come out, and it was intermixed in one of the other decks I'm about to pull out here. So I want to show this because I felt like that was a sign. I was just going to put it away, but the angels told me, no, don't put this away. So this is the Eight of Wands, and I know this came out in a previous video more recently. Okay, so, and we have the owl there. So the owl there is like your intuition, and things are going at a very rapid pace. I'm hearing like lightning speed, the speed of light. Your cells are changing, your DNA is changing. You are receiving your intuition and your clair abilities, because owls represent psychic power, okay, too. And I'm also hearing Thoth. Besides the ibis, the owl can be associated with Thoth as well. So Thoth is helping to bring down cosmic downloads and divine intelligence, a higher awareness, claircognizance. I'm especially sensing claircognizance, and I know I said this yesterday, but the clair ability. So things are happening at a very rapid pace, okay? I feel like there's a lot going on. And so for some, I feel like there could be a bit of overwhelm, okay? So the angels are reminding you to ground, to take time for yourself, rest if you feel you need to. It's okay to take naps. It's okay to, do some self-care, some self-love. But the angels are assuring you that your manifestations and transformations and anything that you are desiring, okay, is happening. I'm really looking at this desert landscape too, okay? So it may feel like a little bit high and dry. Okay, I don't know if someone here likes Def Leppard. I'm hearing a Def Leppard song, High and Dry. Okay, so I'm also seeing this like Arizona or New Mexico, so I don't know if that's prominent in some way to someone, or if someone's going to be making a move there, okay, or if you're making a move to a desert locale, if you live in a desert locale. But I'm hearing that the desert almost represents like, but it's like the desert landscape is all, it's like there is life there, okay, but at the same time, I'm hearing the words like devoid of life. Okay, so it may feel like, once again, that solitude type energy. Like I'm also hearing Painted Desert by Pat Benatar now, okay? So perhaps someone resonates with those songs, or those songs may be something you would desire to go check out. But yeah, okay, I'm also seeing the cactus, so like prickly energy there. So it may feel like I'm hearing something about someone tiptoeing around. I don't know if someone in your life is trying to be sneaky, or if someone is kind of like bristled, or there's like prickly energy or something. Just be careful, be cautious of that. Don't like what I'm hearing is like, don't get caught up in any of that, okay? But yeah, things are happening very rapidly, and this also here too is reminding me that you have a lot of support, okay? And you're leading the way, and Thoth is 333. Okay, so I just saw that on the timer. So 333 means that that your guides in general, okay, are with you, and that you have divine support. Okay. I'm really sensing ancestors with some people too here, okay? That you're very connected with your ancestors, with some beautiful souls here. All right, angels, what messages do you have for us? And I felt like bringing out the dragon deck. Okay, that flew right out of the deck. Beautiful, I love this. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. And I know the Seven of Pentacles came out in a previous reading that was recent as well. So it's definitely like with the Seven of Pentacles here, and maybe I'll start with this one first because it's just calling to me. There's so much energy, you've really, in the dragon, they're twisted around, the tree. So it's like, they've almost become a part of the tree. They've become a part of manifestation. This is saying to me that you and your manifestation are one. And these beautiful dragon coins, this is the beauty you've created. And like how it reminds me of like the tree bearing fruit. Okay, so this is like saying, this is the fruits of your labors, okay? But the Seven of Pentacles is like saying, whenever we see this, it's like an energy kind of like of patience. It's asking us to have patience, that things are going on behind the scenes. And this is really the energy of like calling upon the divine, handing things over to the divine, that you've put in, all of the divine work. You've worked in tandem with the divine. You've done God's work, as I've said before. You've done the work for your manifestation. You've, and this doesn't have to be like the societal way of thinking of like, oh, you must put in like so much effort and so much hard work. No, I really like how Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart, from Infinite Waters, how he says, it's not about hard work, it's about working smart. It's about the good work. I like to call it the good work. The work that you feel like very inspired and very called to do. And that's how too, you're headed in the right direction, on the right path, because it feels more like play than work. Or you feel such a great calling to do said work. 17 on the timer. So 6 is representing harmony, representing beauty, and deeper family connections. And family too, family isn't about the people that you're born with. You may not even resonate with the people that you were born with, beautiful soul. Okay, you may not even resonate with your immediate or extended so-called, birth family. Family is all about, it's not about blood ties, it's about soul tribe. It's about people that you bond with. It's about a connection, a deep connection that you feel. And these are the people that are coming into your life. These are the people that you're manifesting, because you've created such beauty. And that's what 617 is reminding me of. The 6 for the beauty, and then the 17 that you're moving in the right direction. 707 on the timer. Sevens always remind me of very fortuitous energy. I know 777. Okay, 717 on the timer. So you're moving in the right direction whenever you see 17s. And when you see 7s, that reminds me of good fortune, like 777. But 7s speak of, that deeper, like what I was saying there with Thoth, like as deep as you can go. Like Scorpio energy, Pisces energy, very highly connected with the mystical realms, going into that tunnel. We have the 4 of Pentacles. So this dragon is almost like has cultivated so much wealth. 4 of Pentacles can mean different things. It can mean that there's a sense of like holding on and not letting go. It can mean stinginess. It can mean being, overly cautious, especially in terms of money. Like I said, the inability to like let go, or, the inability to share. But it can also mean that you have a lot of savings. So there's a positive way of looking at it. And I feel like that's it here. You've amassed this energy for yourself, even if it doesn't seem like in the physical quite yet. Or perhaps you do realize that in the physical you've amassed some type of wealth or savings, or you have a savings some kind, or you started a savings. But the angels are saying, if you haven't started a savings, that may be something that would be highly beneficial to you and would be prosperous. But I really feel like you have a lot of savings, especially in the spirit. You are rich in the spirit. That's what this is saying to me. You are rich in the spirit. Your heart is very rich. You have a lot to give. And I feel like with this too, somebody else has a lot to give you, because you have a lot to give. You are being given in return. And I feel like the energy of someone coming in, desiring to share this wealth and prosperity with you. Okay. And like I see this like a tunnel. Okay, so you're coming out of hermit mode. Okay, and in this hermit mode, in this solitude, okay, you have just created very good things. That's what I'm hearing, very good things. So we have the 10 of Wands. So there's a lot of burden. This dragon is carrying a heavy load, a heavy weight, and I can resonate with this a lot. You know, feeling like you're carrying a very heavy burden at times, and I know I've felt like that so much. And even recently, you know, it feels like there's, you know, it almost feels like the weight of your world. I'm hearing Atlas, so I don't know if someone here is into Greek mythology, perhaps looking up the story of Atlas, but you know, you feel a bit like Atlas. You feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders at times. And I feel like a lot of this burden, because these are both pentacles, okay, a lot of this great burden, you feel like you have this burden because of the physical things. I don't really feel like it has to do a lot, beautiful soul, with your emotional state, or well, I mean, yes, it affects your emotions, but that's not what I'm meaning here, okay? And it definitely affects your mind, definitely, because all these things, right? Mind, body, heart, soul, spirit, it's all interconnected, the mind body connection. But what I'm feeling is a lot of this burden has to do with like the physical, okay? The physical things, the money, the home life, physical people, things that, you know, seem very concrete, okay? And it feels like that's been a great burden for you. And definitely, like, you know, like you feel like at times you've been carrying a lot of burden or other people's burdens. I'm sensing for someone here, like your story, you've got a lot of energy stored up in your back, okay? Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of pressure on your back, and that's because when I took Reiki, I did Reiki level 1 and 2. Unfortunately, I didn't, and of course that's my own thing I have to take accountability for. I didn't finish and take the masters at the time when I could have, but I did take Reiki 1 and 2, for which I'm grateful for. And you know, in the future here, I would love to get masters, okay? So yeah, but the Reiki master had said to me back in 2000, it was the end of 2008, and he had said to me that a lot of energy, and he was speaking to the class as well, but he said that a lot of energy is stored up in the lower back, and of course a lot of energy too is stored up in the spine. Okay, so if you know Reiki yourself, perhaps doing some energy on the lower part of your back, or doing some, you know, energy by putting your, and you can do, by the way, energy transference, because you know, even Yeshua had this ability. If you resonate with Jesus, Yeshua is just his real name. But you know, you can do energy healing whether you have Reiki or not, okay? It's just, if you don't have Reiki, you just, you know, right, can't say that you're doing Reiki, but you are doing energy healing regardless. You can place your hands at the top of your spine and at the bottom of your spine, and you can imagine beautiful gold energy, you know, going into your crown chakra, right? Okay, as the Reiki master said, it goes, the energy comes down through your crown chakra, and it will go through your arms and into the palms of your hands, and then it dispenses out your palm chakras, and you can imagine that energy going up and down your spine, okay? And you can also place your hands on your back, and you can imagine gold energy. So you have the ability to transfer energy regardless of whether you're certified in something, okay? It's just you can't say that you're doing Reiki, all right? But you can always call upon energy for healing and everything. So you are capable of doing that to alleviate that load. And I feel like this is saying too, like, you know, you've put in so much effort with all of this. It's like, I feel like too, I'm seeing him like at the top and like just putting all of this down. Like he looks like he's, you know, he's exertion, okay? A lot of, and with the Eight of Wands there, I'm hearing momentum. I'm sorry, I'm going from one thing to another, but the angels are really giving me these fast messages. So yeah, I see him just laying this down, and this is reminding me of yesterday, like the energy of like victory. Okay, we had Joan of Arc there, and you know, Joan of Arc too, like with that great burden and everything, okay? And this may, speaking of Joan of Arc too, I feel like this is relevant to somebody now, because I'm seeing this like feeling like burned at the stake. I don't know if somebody here has a past life where they were burned at the stake, okay, for their beliefs. Okay, so we have 1444, so 1 and then 444. So the angels are definitely with us, and I definitely feel like what I'm about to say is definitely meaningful, significant to someone. Someone here could have had a past life with that, okay? And the angels are saying you are safe, you are protected, and you know, a lot of the burden that you feel now is as a result of that, and you are clearing out that old paradigm, okay? The old narrative, the old stories. That's why you might feel physical sensations in your body or have experiences that may somewhat with people where there's judgment or something. Okay, so there's release here, but for other people, it's for other individuals, other beautiful souls here, I really feel that it's like, you know, at times you feel like you've been burnt at the stake a little bit in your life. You felt great adversity and like trials, okay, and almost feels like these people have tried to burn you alive, and they almost like rejoice in this type of like false prosecution and stuff. But the divine is saying there's definitely divine justice, that, you know, you've accumulated a lot, okay, with this, you know, there's a lot of karmic debt that people, yeah, that's what I'm hearing, big time. Karmic debt. These people have a lot to pay up to you karmically, whether they physically realize that or not, okay? So very beautiful messages there from the angels. Angels, what messages, what further messages do you have for our beautiful souls today? What further messages do you have for our beautiful souls today? And also know, beautiful soul, the angels want me to come out and say this, that no matter what action anyone takes, whether it's you or another person, that action comes back threefold. That's the threefold law. I know the Wiccans utilize that, but it's been around far before Wicca as well. Okay, and that's kind of like a moral code, you know, that tells you, yeah, basically what comes around goes around, you know. Soothing waters, you know, yeah, where your focus goes, okay, energy grows, okay. So we have soothing waters, intention, clearing blockages, energetic hygiene, yeah, so you're clearing out old timelines and an old paradigm. And you know, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, and this is in that spot, this is like, you know, you're making ready for the new, okay, for this prosperous type of life. All right, and I'm seeing like all the waterfalls there, and waterfalls represent deep cleansing, and you know, some of the like some I don't know if this is like I know some people that meditate, okay, will go stand under waterfalls and, you know, allow themselves to meditate under the waterfall and allow that water to hit the top of their head, because what it's doing is it's cleansing the crown chakra, and it's cleansing then all the lower chakras, you know, and it's going like energetically through the body. Water is a very cleansing element. A very purifying element. So I'm hearing for someone too, like what I was talking about earlier with self-care, like if you desire to, you know, get into a pool or take a bath or a shower, or if you do have a body of water you can submerge yourself into, like a lake, or if you're by the beach, I'm hearing like definitely, or if you do know of a waterfall, you know, definitely maybe if that's something or something you've been desiring to do, you could definitely go stand under a waterfall. But I feel like for a lot, it's metaphorical. This is like, you know, you're being cleansed and purified, and this is such a beautiful sanctuary. And I'm hearing this too, like you are in a sanctuary right now, okay? You are protected from so much burden, and things are shifting to where, you know, you created so much for yourself that there won't be so much burden for you, okay? So like you're being alleviated from the burden. And yeah, with the intention there, remember your intentions. Remember with the Seven of Pentacles, everything that you've created, because you've amassed wealth and beauty. Even if, as I said in a previous video, it's like, well, you know, some people think, oh, well, You don't seem wealthy. Where's your wealth at? It's like, I'm wealthy in the spirit, therefore I shall be wealthy in the physical, right? Getting a little sass there with it, but it's like, yeah, you're wealthy in the spirit. You're rich in heart, so therefore you will be rich in the physical. It's just a matter of time. And no one else's opinions matter. Your opinions matter. I'm hearing that fixed song, Opinions, okay? So perhaps I'm going to go check that out too. I'm also hearing the fixed song Built for the Future, okay? So yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles there, and with the Seven of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles, like you've built for the future. Elementals, Dreamland War, other. I'm sorry. I paused because I heard someone at our door, but my sister's taking care of it. So forgive me if I pause there for a minute. Okay, so this says elementals, and I don't really think I can pause this on this tablet without stopping the video. So forgive me for the pause there. Okay, so maybe this is saying you just need a pause, a break. Okay. Um, so this says elementals, dreamland lore, otherworld, earth spirits. So I really feel like this here, beautiful souls, that you are connected, you are very tapped in. You have elementals, earth spirits, those that desire to help you. You can go out into nature and commune with these spirits. Okay. And also I feel like all the elements, the earth, the air, the water, the fire, the ether, very balanced within you. I recommended this channel before. There's a channel called Wave Source, for anyone that's interested, and they have all 5 elements up through 432 hertz, 432 hertz music. Yes. So I feel like too with Dreamland War, this is speaking of your dream life. This is also speaking of receiving messages and dreams, okay, connected to the other world. You are with the Thoth energy there. Thoth is helping you to bridge that gap between the earth realm and the spiritual realms, okay? And I feel like here there's this very holy energy lighting you up, and these elementals too are helping you to uh, shift you into the new paradigm and delete these old timelines, okay? So we have here all enchanted forest, so beautiful. Nervous system support, deep breath, grounding. Yes. So I've said this before about grounding, okay, going and placing the palms of your hands or your feet onto the earth, and the energy will travel up through your palm chakras and your soul chakras in your feet and into your system. Also, if you just feel like for whatever reason you cannot do this, you can hold certain types of crystals and they will ground you, such as smoky quartz, emerald, green crystals in general, brown crystals, also black tourmaline. I'm hearing for someone black tourmaline is definitely would be beneficial, because black tourmaline can return back to sender any negative energies, and it can also ground you very good. Shungit for EMF protection. Black tourmaline also has EMF protection, so does smoky quartz. Quite a few crystals do if you go look that up. Okay, so perhaps somebody here is connected with water, but I'm also seeing earth energy. So we have water energy and earth energy, and it's like you're being cleansed, okay, and purified and connected emotionally with spirit. And I'm seeing ether energy is here too, okay, with the elementals and otherworld, but this does say earth spirits as well. So spirits of the earth. So perhaps somebody here too resonates with your true self. And on this channel, I get into that a little bit about star seeds and earth angels, and how, like, even if you're incarnated in a human body, you may not actually have had a human existence before, or you're not originally from here, or if you've had past lives here as a human person, you're not actually originally from here regardless, okay? But this can also mean that maybe you connect with fairies, or you connect with, I'm hearing Ireland again for someone. I know that's come up before. I'm also hearing Scotland, okay, or Wales. I'm also hearing Australia for someone, okay. I'm also hearing part of Africa, so perhaps these places are, I'm also hearing Japan. Yes, okay. So perhaps these, or like the Amazon, okay, or somewhere in South America is also what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing somewhere in Canada. Yes, I'm also hearing like Nordic type countries, Scandinavian, okay, so perhaps Sweden, Norway, the Netherlands, okay. Um, I feel like this is significant for someone. I definitely feel like somebody here, though, would love to live in a forest, okay? An enchanted forest. So this says deep breath, grounding. Yeah, so deep breaths, you know, you're getting through this. You're getting through this, you know, and this burden, this timeline, and it might feel like it's a great burden. This patience, yes, with these two cards, that's what I'm getting right now. It may feel like it's a great burden, like the waiting itself is such a burden, but you're not waiting, beautiful soul. As long if you do feel like what do I do next, just ask the angels for your next step. Ask your ancestors, your guides. This is definitely reminding me of ancestors too. Okay, so with elementals, this also can represent, if you feel that, and I'm feeling this message, contact with your twin flame through your dream state or in a vision of some kind. I definitely feel like, and I'm seeing the energy of two there. And so this may be that you're getting in contact with your twin. And if you don't resonate that with your ideal person, or if you're the type that, you know, just desires to have multiple, then, you know, you connect with that too. You know, as long as all things are consensual, it's all good in my book. It's none of my business. So, right, but basically I'm here to say that all these things, no matter what, you are always supported and welcome on my channel, no matter your desires. Just bring your true self to the table, right? As long as you have respect for me, I have respect for you. So 2555. So yeah, so like that twos with the deeper connections, big change coming through, and there are big changes with the 555, right? So yeah, nervous, like I'm also hearing too, like, yeah, like maybe you've been with that, okay? Maybe in your heart you've sort of like Aquarius, yeah, this has to come through. So the angels are saying there's been this burden. You're very different for somebody here, okay? You're very, very unique, and you have a very unique perspective, and you don't mean it in a way that causes anyone harm, or like if some people have felt like, oh, like if you desire multiple something, or like, are you cheating or something like that? Like, no, okay? You are a responsible adult, and you have made responsible choices, and you know who you resonate with, you know the type of life that you desire to lead. As long as you feel safe and you feel comfortable, and like, I feel like, as long as you have a sense of who the people or persons are, that you know what is appropriate for you and your spirit, okay? So I feel like you might have had a lot of judgment with that, or been misunderstood. And I feel like the angels are saying it's okay, it's okay to be you. It's okay to authentically be you, Aquarian energy too, to be a little bit of a rebel. And a rebel doesn't mean, to me, a rebel doesn't mean like a lot of, aggressive energy or excess cursing, or doing, things that like, break laws or anything like that. No, being a rebel means being authentically and truly yourself, despite anything that stands in your way, okay? So yeah, I feel like your nervous system is being upgraded. I feel like a lot of energy, because it says nervous system support. So you might be getting the shakes, shivers, you might have had panic attacks. You might be needing to calm your breath. I hear for someone might have been hyperventilating. So I feel like the angels are saying definitely go outside, but you have our support, and we're upgrading your nervous system, okay? Because in your nervous system, you're clearing out along your spine, especially too, okay? You're clearing out old energy, very old energy, so that you can move forward. All right, so let me begin here with our final messages. Angels, what messages? Okay, so creativity, violet energy, anger, okay, and anxiety. Okay, yeah, so I was right with the anxiety, and I'm going to begin with that one first because it's right above the nervous system one. That is amazing. I just literally said that, and once again, you shuffle the cards, you never know what you're going to get. It's amazing. The angels pull out these cards and my higher self together. So, well, your higher self too, because you're watching the video. This isn't really, once again, you know, I'm watching this, so I'm sure some of this applies for me as well. And I definitely can resonate with a lot of this, but this is for you, beautiful souls. So your higher self is also helping to pull out these messages. It's really your higher self, because this is a message. I'm just the channel from me to you. So anxiety, yeah, like I said, I feel like there's definitely some stress there. Panic attacks. The angels are saying panic attacks. Bless, beautiful soul. I know how scary those can be. I've had those myself so much, okay? You know, I've had some real sleepless nights because of those. Especially in 2021, I had a lot of that, and it was very painful for me. So I feel you. I really do. So I'm definitely send you my love and blessings with that, because I know how scary that can be. I'm definitely feeling like a lot of nervous energy. Okay, a lot of nervous energy is being cleared out, and perhaps you're nervous too, right? Once again, maybe somebody here is wanting to come out, right? And express their truth. Maybe you feel like you're a different gender than the one you were born with, or you're coming out that you're trans, or you're you know, your sexuality is not, you know, what the people around you wanted you to be, or you're finally coming out. And I see with anger here too, so anger and anxiety, it's like this has caused, yeah, with a lot of that, it's caused you a lot of burden and struggle, okay? And the angels are saying just be yourself, you know, you're here to shine your light, okay? You will have the support. And once again, if you don't feel safe expressing something to someone, if you feel like that would put you, you know, in an unsafe situation, then do not, you know. If you do have people that you feel safe that you can express yourself to, definitely do so. You are free to express yourself here on this channel. No judgment from me. You know, I support and accept people of any gender, okay? So you can be your real authentic self. So that's what the angels are saying. You know, if you have a support system somewhere, definitely, you know, you are safe to talk that out with those individuals. Maybe that will help alleviate the burden. But if you do not, you know, just you know, it's okay. You don't have to force yourself. Just know in your spirit who you are, and there will come a time where you will be able and safe to express yourself. But I'm definitely hearing something like people with, I'm gonna say it, people connecting with pride, okay? With the pride movement, or perhaps somebody here has actually joined one of those protests or something, okay? So, or gone to an event like that, okay? But I definitely feel the energy of someone coming out. Okay, and I'm gonna get all kinds of probably different people here. So, I feel like that's specifically for someone, or maybe a few people. For others, I feel like this anxiety, it's like, you know, there's a lot of anger built up because of, you know, a lot of things, okay, in your life. And I feel like, you know, you're having this time with this burden where you're expressing this anger, okay? It's coming up and out, and it needs to. That's with the water element there, okay? Something needs to come up and out, okay? And you know, this is with the energy of red here, this is root chakra. And technically, the interesting thing about all the chakras is, if you read in a chakra book, they're actually located on the back. So that was really interesting what I said about the spine, because all the chakras are actually located from behind and not from the front. It's just that they show them from the front in pictures for easier access, so you can be like, oh, okay, this chakra is right below, like the sacral, it's right below the navel and the heart space, you know, in the center of the chest, but they're actually from the back, okay? So that's why it's so important too to clear out the spine. So yeah, but I'm sensing like a lot of intense anger, and I feel like this anger is making you shake. So I don't know too if somebody here, beautiful soul, is making you quite angry. Once again, that's why the angels are saying, you know, connect with water, connect with us, take some deep breaths, go ground. And this could be about anything. You know, this could be from, you know, a family member. If you are coming out, if you don't resonate with that, then it could be, you know, from situations in the past, or you're having past life experiences coming up, or you're thinking of your childhood, or you're thinking, I'm hearing for someone, a mother or father, or siblings maybe that you didn't resonate with, or maybe friendships, or perhaps a lover that didn't work out, a loved one, okay? But there's definitely something being cleared out, something that was very heavily with the burden card weighing on your spirit, all right? And you have the support of the spiritual realm to help you clear this out. But this is saying, definitely, to imagine another good tip and trick would be to sit down and do some deep breath work, okay? Like, you can also go look up the Wim Hof method for deep breathing. Wim Hof will assist you with others videos on YouTube about like how, and he talks about how like deep breaths, especially like taking like 20, 30 deep breaths like consecutively, how that really it does stuff to the brain. It really calms you down and it floods your brain with oxygen, okay, which is very calming to you. Okay, also I'm hearing for someone, if you can go do forest bathing. I remember reading a book about forest bathing, okay, because when you sit in a forest, there's tons of oxygen, and that's definitely going to help calm you down, all right? Earth always calms you down. But you can sit down, you can do some deep breathing like the Wim Hof method, and you can imagine your root chakra, which is located right in your groin area, okay? So from the back, but you can imagine it from the front or the back. It's just, they say it's located in the back, but you can imagine it spiraling out, I believe in a clockwise direction, bright red, and that will kind of help it to, and just imagine the anger swirling through, okay? But usually anger is usually a darker red. We have a very bright red here, okay? Because I feel like here it's like the anger's being broken, but it's like you can see and you can sense the anger, but it's like being purified into bright red. A bright red means vitality, passion, drive, feeling very connected to the earth, feeling very secure in you. Okay, so I feel like that's what's happening too. Very anxious, maybe a little bit about the security, but these things are being cleared out and healed. So you can imagine that spiraling outward, and imagine the chakra spiraling outward. I read that recently in a 5D book. She said about the chakra, if you can imagine it spiraling out, which was very interesting because I've never read that before. I believe the author's name was Maureen Saint Germain, so if you go look up her books, very interesting. But she said if you imagine it spiraling out, that amplifies that chakra energy, okay? So yeah, I feel like you're breaking the anger. I also feel here like, you're breaking old ancestral patterns, okay? I feel like too, if this isn't you, if you're not feeling angry, beautiful soul, okay, here's another message. If this isn't you at all, and nothing so far of what I said resonates, then what I'm feeling here is that the ancestors, you're breaking their anger, that someone has been angry for a long time, and you're breaking with the elementals, their ancestral energy, okay? So that's a message coming through, or that could be a message that's for you alongside your own personal anger being cleared out. But I definitely see with the zigzag lines that this anger is being broken, that something is officially being broken. You're being liberated. This is beautiful. As I said, yes, he's ready to set the load down. You're ready to set this down because your dream life, okay, with the Seven of Pentacles is upon you. Just hand it over to the divine. Stay in prayer if you don't desire to, and prayer doesn't have to be some formal ritual, okay? Prayer to me, in my opinion, and it can be to you. Everybody has different perspectives. I'm just going to offer mine. Maybe that would be of benefit to someone. I know I've said this before, but I sometimes, us readers, we repeat ourselves because we have new people coming in, or that's just what the angels desire us to say again, to lock in the messages. So it's okay sometimes if you feel like, you need to repeat an affirmation or a message to lock it in. Okay, so prayer to me is just a talk with the divine. They're your friends, okay? That's how I see it. They are your friends, and they are true friends, and they will never let you down, and they are by your side, any of your chosen divine. And this could be, I work with the angels here, but I also work with lots of different beings. I know I have lots of different beings looking out for me, protecting me. These could be intergalactic beings, beings that you resonate from other star systems. This could be your ancestors. This could be different deities, gods and goddesses, ascended masters, totem animals, spirit guides, your higher self in the 5D if you resonate with nothing else. Even your twin flame in the 5D if you resonate with that. Or this could be your soul tribe in the 5th dimension. Or if you don't resonate with the twin flame path at all, if that's not for you. And like, once again, I said, if somebody here has, multiple loves or something, then maybe, their higher selves in the 5D. But no matter what, beautiful soul, you have the love and support of the spiritual realm. Or if you just resonate with saying Holy Spirit, or you just resonate with the term God, or maybe you resonate with the term source or universe, whatever is appropriate for you is all good. They're here for you. I feel like they said laugh a little, because I feel like they're saying you've got so much going on. It's almost like, yes, laugh. Like maybe watch something funny too, or put yourself in the energy of laughter, because laughter is such a great medicine, right? So we have creativity, things being lit up. Okay, so I feel like, and I almost read this in reverse, because I feel like this is the final card. This right here is the blessing. When you have all these clearings, it's like a spark, like a light bulb is going to turn on, right? You're going to see the interconnectedness of everything. Thoth is helping you to see the interconnectedness of all these experiences. And it's like you're going to be lit up from inside. This is violet energy. This is crown chakra. Yes. So I said that with the waterfall clearing out. And this has been a long reading, but that's okay, because the angels are saying there's a lot here. Okay. And it's okay if there's a lot. And it's okay for you to be creative and to express yourself and to be the authentic, unique you, We're not meant to be carbon copies of each other. We're not meant to all have the same feelings or the same thoughts or the same experiences. I feel like, once again, I'm going to state it once again, as long as everything is consensual and, we ask ourselves, is this in alignment though with us? And, that's how I really feel with certain things, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. We just have to ask ourselves, is it in alignment with us, or could this possibly be creating, I'm hearing things, especially with sexuality, okay, but I'm going to try to keep this very PG. So basically, like, if you are doing something with sexuality, just make sure that you're safe, and just make sure that it's consensual, and of course that it's legal, everybody above 18, of course. But also just ask yourself though, and you can always go watch some videos. I'm hearing this for somebody, so I'm going to say it, about there are videos about sexual magic and sex transmutation, okay? And maybe that's what somebody needs to do here too, with the grounding, like anchor in those sexual energies. And then of course there's things like, you can go look up stuff like that, like, once again, sexual transmutation, everything. And sometimes too, if we don't how should I put this, expend those sexual energies, because sexual energy, if you go look at mythologies too, like even in Egyptian mythology, the world was created through sexual energies. I believe it was Amun, and created themselves through, created different gods and gods through self-pleasure and things like that. So sexual, it's supposed to be symbolic that sexual energy is creative energy. It's one of the ultimate life force energies, okay? So if you utilize that in a way that feels authentic to you, your sexual energy, then you will boost your creativity and your life force energy, and perhaps there could have been anger too. So what I'm feeling too here is there could have been anger too from how should I put this, not utilizing the sexual energy in a way that was healthy for you. For some people, perhaps, I will mention it here, there was the no fat path. You could go do your own research with that, because once again, I want to keep this as PG as possible, but I definitely felt like saying though to like, and you know, there's a good Teal Swan video too. There's a she's she has a channel, she's called Teal Swan, and she has a good video. So if you would type that into the YouTube search engine, Teal Swan, and she has a video about like sexual fetishes and kinks and things like this, and like the energies behind them, okay, and why people are sexually interested in what they're interested in, and you know, whether or not that's actually creating alignment for what you truly desire or whether that's hindering it. So she does have videos on that, and that's kind of what I was trying to get at here, because I do have my own thoughts about some things regarding that, because well, some of those things they can take you out of alignment too, or they could, you know, because when, yeah, 4444444. So the angels are saying I'm definitely channeling a message from God here, from the angels. So I feel like they're urging me to say this, like, yeah, so if you've been struggling with an addiction with something, with some type of fetish or kink, and you've been thinking if it's been making you angry, or if you've been like forced into a situation, or you felt forced, I definitely feel like going and watching some videos. I think Aaron, his channel, Aaron Dowdy, he has some videos on this too, sexual transmutation and things like that, for anyone that's interested in that as well. So I feel like there's been multiple different messages for various people. I'm definitely feeling like a lot of anger though with things that are sexual related too. So I feel like your sexual past is being cleansed and healed. But basically, like, yeah, that there's an underlying energy. Once we understand why we were attracted to certain things that we were attracted to, you know, we can decide whether those things continue to fit into our life. Is it creating more of what we desire, or is it taking away and creating alignment? Because that's a part of shadow work, okay? Because maybe we've tried to deny those things or repress those things. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, be honest with your fetishes and your kinks and things like this, okay? But you have to ask yourself, is this helping me? Or is this blocking a certain chakra? Or is this suppressing my voice? Or am I creating more dominance or submissiveness in my life? So just good questions to ask, and, you know, inspiration and light up the bulb. So I just want to say that there. To kind of get that out in the open about how I feel that way, and if that will help somebody, or some channels or tips or tricks to help someone there that might be struggling with something to do with that, okay? So just creating an awareness and a safe space to heal that, or to transmute those energies. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling like, you know, the sense of being honest there about it too. Like, don't turn away from it, beautiful soul, because when you turn away from it, it makes you angry, okay? Be honest with how you feel, even if it's with yourself. You don't have to, if you don't feel safe, once again, I just want to stress that you don't have to force yourself to express this to other people. But whether that be you resonate with a different gender, you want to trans, or whether, you know, you're coming out with a particular sexuality, or whether it's not to do with that, and you feel like certain things, like with sexuality too much, or you know, there's a fetish or a kink or something that you wish to understand, or some type of addiction, and you're wishing to heal that or understand it more, okay? Bless is what I'm getting. Just bless, and you are blessed, and just be honest about that, okay? I definitely felt like to say bless, because I feel like this is such a heavy thing on a person's spirit, okay? Bless. You are blessed, and it's going to be alleviated. All right, so this has been a very long video. I felt like I had a lot to say, but I love you. Thank you for all the things that people do, beautiful soul. Like, whatever has been given, I'm truly grateful for it, and you shall receive it back times 100. That might seem like an exaggeration, but I truly am grateful. Okay, just a little laughter there to ease the tension. They're definitely saying something with comedy. Okay, so thank you for everything. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I love you. You are respected, you are accepted, you have my love, you have my support, and I pray for you blessings and abundance and understanding and healing, and definitely open up that crown chakra, creativity, but your burdens will be lessened. Just allow the anxiety things to pass through, and some tips and tricks. And also too, Wim Hof. Yes, before I leave, one last message. That's what I was going to say earlier too with the Wim Hof deep breathing. Wim Hof, cold water. I call it cold water power showers. Yes, cold water showers, cold water bathing, getting some cold water, because cold water is unlike hot water. Hot water might cleanse the body physically, but cold water cleanses you spiritually. Okay, and so many cold water benefits. You can Google that, watch videos on YouTube. Yes. Okay, so until next time, beautiful soul, thank you for being here. Bless.